Hello and welcome to my couch. This is a new setup. You've never been here before? Reading vlog wise, we've been to the couch. So welcome to my couch, which is a bed couch. Hey guys, it's Tiff and welcome back to my channel. You already know what today's video is, so I do not need to tell you twice what is up. Little PSA real quick. If you hear my child, I'm sorry. I have to film and he's awake. Can't do anything about it, so ignore that. Anyways, today is the long-awaited Kindle video. First, let's get into the unboxing. Okay, now that we have unboxed my Kindle, let's get into all about my Kindle. So I have the Kindle Paperwhite, it's whatever is the newest one, and I have it in the agave green color, which as you guys can see, it's literally stunning. I'm obsessed. And I also have it in 16 gigabytes. I got the larger size because that is the only size gig you can get the green color in. I did get the version with ads because I did not feel like paying $20 extra just so that I wouldn't see ads on my lock screen. And then when you order a Kindle, you can choose to get 3 free months of Kindle Unlimited or not, which I don't know why you wouldn't choose to get 3 free months of Kindle Unlimited, but anyways, so I have 3 free months of Kindle Unlimited, which is literally amazing. Bless that being an option, okay? Bless that being an option. I have just a clear case on it. I got this pop socket off Etsy. I will link below the exact one I got. And this butterfly sticker, the girl who I ordered the pop socket from actually just gave it to me for free, which was so nice. And then this pink sticker is a book that says books are better than people, and I recently got that from a used bookstore in my town. It was only $1, so I had to get it, and that actually is going to be in an upcoming vlog, so stay tuned. That should be the video right after this one. And then I have an anti-glare screen protector over the screen. So that is all of the details and specs of my Kindle. Now onto the pros and cons from my perspective. Obviously some of these things are going to differ from person to person. My cat's tail. Pump makes an appearance in every video whether you realize it or not. Okay, so starting with the pros, my top pro and the main reason I wanted to get my Kindle was that it is so easy to read in bed. And not only that, you can literally actually get into comfortable positions while reading on the Kindle rather than holding an actual book. It's so hard to get comfortable reading in bed. So that is the main reason I wanted to get it. Also because I love reading at night, but I sleep in the same room as my baby and my husband, so having a book light really makes it hard because I feel like I'm disturbing them or making it harder for my son to fall asleep when I want him and need him to fall asleep. So it's so much easier to read on my Kindle because I can turn the warm light up and turn the brightness down so it does not disturb either of them at all. That is the main reason I got this version, was for the adjustable warm light, and I love it. It is so good for reading at night. So yeah, the second pro that I just said is the adjustable warm light. I literally love it. I could go on and on about how much I love it. It literally helps me to not get a headache or have my eyes hurt when I'm reading at nighttime because you're obviously still looking at a screen, so it makes it so much gentler on your eyes, and I love it. And then also going back to the fact that it's easy to read, this is so light, compact, easy to travel with if you're going on vacation, or let's say you're just literally leaving the house to go run some errands and you don't know if you'll have time to like read your book. Let's say you're getting an oil change, you got to sit and wait for your oil to get changed. This is so much easier and smaller to carry around in your purse or whatever than an actual book. So that is definitely a pro because I literally go everywhere with a book. I'm not even gonna lie, sometimes I will literally take this and a book because I don't know which I'm gonna want, but so easy to take with you places. Another pro is definitely the battery life on this thing. According to Amazon, the battery life on this specific one is supposed to last up to 10 weeks, which is crazy, but I so believe it because when I first got this in the mail, it came in at 54 24%. And I did have to charge it for literally 2 weeks. And when I did charge it, it was only at 17%. So I still had a good amount of time before I actually needed to, but the battery life is incredible. It lasts so long, which is really convenient because you're not always having to charge it. You're not having to be like reading one day and then the next day it's like dead and you're like, crap, I need to charge it. Like, no, the battery lasts so long, and that is huge for something like this. Huge. And the main pro that you probably already guessed is Kindle Unlimited. Kindle Unlimited, okay? We are later going to get into some of my Kindle Unlimited TBR and some of my Kindle Unlimited book recs, but Kindle Unlimited is literally such a steal. You pay $11.99 a month, and for me, I'm not gonna have to pay that for 3 more months because I got the version with free Kindle Unlimited, but only having to pay $11.99 a month to literally read as many books as you want is crazy. There's literally no cap, and there's literally like over 1 million books on Kindle Unlimited to choose from. It's literally crazy, and it is so worth it. Like, yes, you have to pay however much this is, and if you want to get a cute pop socket or case or whatever, you pay for that too. But in the long run, if you do actually stop buying physical books, which I do not do, but if you do, it will save you so much money. And obviously, if you're using your Kindle and you're not buying paperbacks or hardcovers, then you're saving paper, you're saving trees, and that is obviously a pro. Good for the environment. And then lastly, you can get books really discounted on the Kindle. Sometimes there will be a book where in store the hardcover or the paperback is like $17, $18, $20, and you can get it on Kindle for like $10, which is a really good deal in my opinion. Sometimes the discount isn't that much, so maybe it's not worth it for you to get it on Kindle if you prefer a physical book, but sometimes the discount is pretty good. And if you buy a lot of books like me or a lot of other people who do booktube, you know that those $7, $8, $9 discount will literally add up so fast. So that is definitely a huge pro also. Now, getting into the cons, I actually don't have that many cons for the Kindle. I actually really love it so far. I've had it for probably about 3 weeks and I really like it, but there is a couple things that do bug me. The main thing that does bug me, and this could just be my Wi-Fi, and this is also just the impatient side of me, is that my Kindle is low-key a little slow and a little laggy sometimes. Again, it could be my Wi-Fi because I live in Alaska and the Wi-Fi out here is god awful. So maybe that is not a problem for people who have amazing Wi-Fi, but I do not have very good Wi-Fi, so it could be that. That is something that annoys me. Sometimes it just takes a really long time to load if I'm searching up a book that's on Kindle Unlimited or just on the Amazon storefront that you can like see from your Kindle. Sometimes when I'm highlighting, it's a little laggy, but again, could be my Wi-Fi. And that's also, again, the impatient side of me that is complaining about that. Honest to God, the only other complaint I have is if you are reading on this for a really long time, since it is a screen, it could potentially hurt your eyes still and just cause a lot of eye strain. Obviously, that can happen when you're reading a physical book too. I know sometimes I'm reading a physical book for so long to the point where my eyes are like blurry when I try to look at anything else. And that can still happen on this, just maybe on a different level since it is a screen. But again, the adjustable warm light helps out a lot with that. But that definitely is still a con because it can hurt your eyes. But other than that, I really don't have any complaints so far. I really love this and I love reading on it at night. It's super convenient. I can get so comfy in bed while reading and I just overall love it. So with that being said, we're gonna get straight into my Kindle Unlimited TBR and all of the books that I've also purchased on my Kindle that are also on my Kindle TBR. So basically just my whole Kindle TBR. Let's get into it. So starting with just my Kindle Unlimited TBR, I have downloaded a lot of books from Kindle Unlimited. I will say you can only download, I think it's 20 books from Kindle Unlimited at a time, but you don't have a certain amount you can read in a month. Basically, if you hit the amount where you can't download anymore, you just have to return one to Kindle Unlimited and then you can download more, if that makes sense. So first on my Kindle TBR, I have the Crowns of Nyaxa? I don't know how to say that, but that series. So the first one is The Serpent and Wings of the Night, and then The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I have just seen a lot of people read these books and say they love them, and I am not typically a fantasy reading person, but I want to get into fantasy so bad, so I downloaded them as soon as I saw them because I've just heard a lot of good things about it. I actually really don't know what they're about, but I've just heard that they're good, and again, I want to get into fantasy, so I downloaded them. And then I have the Eden series by Devin Perry. So the first one is Indigo Ridge, Juniper Hill, Garnet Flats, Jasper Val, and Crimson River. I hope I said all those right, but I downloaded that entire series because I've, again, just seen so many people say that this is a really good series, that they really like it. Again, don't even know what it's about, but it is just a series that I've seen so many people read and I've wanted to buy, but I've never seen them at my Barnes, and I honestly hate ordering books, so I've just never bought them. And then I saw them on Kindle Unlimited and I was like, perf, we're downloading the whole series. So that's the next thing. That's already a total of 7 books that I've downloaded from Kindle Unlimited. Like, is that not crazy? Because it is to me. I don't know. And then I have the Windy City series by Liz Tomford, I think is how you say her last name. So the first one is Mile High, and then The Right Move. I have recently in the book Facebook groups I'm in seen a lot of people talking about Mile High, and then as soon as I downloaded these, I think I saw Sarah post on her Instagram that she was reading them. That could be wrong, but I think I did see that. So I downloaded those because, again, just seen good things, thought I would download them. Again, don't know what they're about. If you can't tell, it's a running thing for me, whether I'm downloading it on my Kindle or buying the physical book. I buy a lot of books that I literally have no idea what they're about. I just hear good things and I buy them. And then I have the whole Brutal Birthright series downloaded. So we have Brutal Prince, Stolen Heir, Savage Lover, Bloody Heart, Broken Vow, and Heavy Crown. And these are all by Sophie Lark. I, again, have seen a lot of people read this series and loved it. I feel like Sophie Lark is kind of hyped up, and especially the series, and I've never read a mafia romance before, and this series is like a mafia romance series. I'm pretty sure the whole series is mafia romance related. So I was very interested, so I decided to download it. Obviously, I haven't read any of them yet, but I do have them downloaded, and I cannot wait to give them a read and see what the hype is about. And then I downloaded Pucking Around by Emily Rath. I, again, have seen so many people on that Facebook group posting this book and saying it's so good. I've also heard that it's extremely smutty, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that. I recently read Flawless by Elsie Silver, and I wasn't in love with how much smut was in that, and I typically don't care how much smut is in a book, and sometimes even like when books are really smutty, but for some reason with that one, I just didn't like it. So if you want to see my full review on that though, that'll be at the end of the month, and I also posted an entire review of what I thought about that book on my Instagram, so you can find the full review on my Instagram. And that brings us to the last 4 books I have downloaded on Kindle Unlimited, which is the whole Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. So Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, and Reckless. I already read Flawless, like I just said, and I'm really excited to continue the series. Although I didn't love that book as much as I was hoping, I do still want to read the rest of the series. I actually literally bought the entire series on paperback. Again, literally an example of how this is not saving me money at all, but I literally bought them all because the mirror covers are going away and I love them. I think they're so cute, and part of the reason I love reading is I love collecting books. I love the aesthetic of having books everywhere. Like, you should see my room. There's books everywhere. Literally everywhere, and I love it that way. So I'm excited to read the rest of this series. Now let's move into books that I've purchased that are on my Kindle TBR. So I actually got all of these books for free when it was Stuff Your Kindle Day, where basically a bunch of like indie and smaller authors will have their books for free that one specific day. I don't remember what day it was, and I literally downloaded 20 books. So I'm gonna go through them really quickly of all the books I downloaded. So first we have Coming in Hot by Elise Kelly, I think is how you say her name. And then next I have On the Fly by Katie don't know how to say her name, but anyways. And then I have Sugar Cookie Christmas by Monique Brasher. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that was a cowboy Christmas romance. I'm honestly really excited to read it. If you know me, you know Christmas is my time of the year. I literally just recently bought a Christmas book, and it's literally only the beginning of July, but what can I say? What can I say? I love Christmas, and I really wish it was already Christmas. And then I have A Pine Creek Homecoming by Christina Buttram? I don't know. And then I have Falling for Her Client by Gabrielle Landy. And then we have A Royal Shade of Blue by Avon Ellis. And then A Billionaire Inventor for Christmas by Dobie Daniels. Again, another Christmas book. I cannot wait to read all these Christmas books. I'm so excited. And then another Christmas book, we have Ben and Jilly and Frank and Ginger by Elle Rush. It is actually 2 short stories in one book. And if you're trying to like find it, it's under North Pole Unlimited Collection 3. And then I downloaded Refuge by Jill Burrell, Faking It Together by J.B. Schroeder, and then I have Holdout by Jacqueline Snow, which is a hockey romance. I have still yet to read a single hockey romance, but I have a lot of them in paperback and on here, and I cannot wait to read them because they're so hyped up, and I need to know what the hype is about. And then I got The Bet by Alexia Chase. Again, I honestly don't remember what that one was about. And then I have What Happens in Paradise by Dee Dee Sand, and then Something in the Air, like royalty, by Jenny Gardner. And then of course we have another Christmas book. We have Carry Me Through Christmas by Rachel Holm. I have got to say, the cover for this book is so cute, and if I read this and I love it, I'm gonna have to buy the physical copy because it literally looks so cute. I'm gonna put, you know, you've been seeing all the covers there. So anyways, and then Penalty Box by Chris Butler. Then I downloaded This Is War by Kennedy Fox, Fireball by Lainey Davis, Over the Falls by Jordan Ford, and King of Embers by Alicia Copeland, which that one actually sounded so good. It's a YA fantasy. Something about the way the cover looks, I don't even know if I've ever seen anyone talking about it, but I cannot wait to read it. It's the first in a series, so I'm very excited about that. So that is all the books I have on my Kindle TBR. Now we're gonna move on to my Kindle Unlimited recs. I'm gonna give you all the good recs, okay? Here we go. First and foremost, we are starting with the Twisted series by Anna Hong. I read this series maybe a month or two ago, and I actually did a whole reading vlog of me reading those books. So if you haven't seen that video, go watch it. Reading those books truly changed the way that I read, changed everything about my reading journey, and I loved those books so much. So the fact that they're on Kindle Unlimited, chef's kiss. Please read them if you have a Kindle and you haven't already. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. And next, my literal favorite book that I've ever read, which was also in a reading vlog, so go watch that one also. But we have By a Thread by Lucy Score. By a Thread by Lucy Score is literally my favorite book I've ever read. If you watched that reading vlog, you saw me sobbing at the end, not because it was sad, but because it was so cute and I loved it so much. Please read it. I'm literally begging you to read it. Like at this point, the amount of times I've like said in videos to go read that book is getting sad, but I'm begging you to go read it. It's so good. Also, literally almost all of Lucy Score's books are on Kindle Unlimited, like Things We Never Got Over, Things We Hide from the Light. So many of her books are on Kindle Unlimited, which is gonna be amazing because I'm actually gonna be buddy reading Things We Never Got Over with my friend Tiana. So I'm really happy that it's on Kindle Unlimited because I have the physical copy, but again, when I'm reading at night, I'll be able to read it on here. And next we have The Whole Summer I Turn Pretty trilogy. I haven't read all of them. I'm actually in the middle of reading the second one, It's Not Summer Without You, but I did really enjoy the first one, and season 2 literally comes out in 2 days. I'm so excited. But the whole series is on Kindle Unlimited, so if you've been wanting to read that series, and it's especially perfect because it's literally summertime and they are such summery vibe books, so literally perfect, and they're all on Kindle Unlimited. Highly recommend. So this is the bestsellers on Kindle Unlimited. I haven't read some of these, but I've heard amazing things, and they're all on Kindle Unlimited. So we have The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I am sure almost all of you have heard at least one person talking about that book. Haunting Adeline is on Kindle Unlimited, and I've literally seen so many people recently talking about it. It's a dark romance, and I have seen so many TikToks about the gun scene. I don't think I will ever be able to read that book, but it's on there if you are someone who wants to. Again, obviously these were on my TBR, but the entire Chestnut Springs series is on Kindle Unlimited, and it is so hyped up right now. So if you've been wanting to read it, or you like cowboy romances, those are all on there, so you can pick those up. Well, you're not really gonna pick them up, but you know what I mean. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuinson is also on Kindle Unlimited. I haven't read this, but I've heard it's amazing, and I'm pretty sure they're making a movie or a TV show of it, and it comes out really soon, or it already came out. I don't know, but I've heard amazing things, so that's on there. The Inmate by Frida McFadden. Oh my god, she's like blowing up right now, but The Inmate is also on Kindle Unlimited. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I just got so excited. My favorite mystery thriller I've read to date, which I've only read a couple, is The Lake by Natasha Preston, and I just looked it up, and she has some books on Kindle Unlimited. So The Cellar, The Lost, You Will Be Mine, which is actually the one I just bought, which book haul coming soon, by the way. And then The Cabin are all on Kindle Unlimited, so please go read her books. Her writing is amazing. I'm literally obsessed. And then my last Kindle Unlimited recommendation is The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. Guys, that book is so good. If you love a good mystery thriller, you will love that book because it is so good. But with that being said, that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, because we have a lot of fun over here and we want you to join the fun. With that being said, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Sorry if you heard my son talking and making noises a lot while I was filming, but I can't do anything about it. Do you want to be in the video? Let's say hi. You say hi? Say I just got a bath, my hair's all nice and washed. This may or may not be my second cup of coffee today. I literally want to really, bro?